What's up, everyone? Welcome into Bleacher Talk. I'm Claudia Collins alongside Jordan Spurgeon, and we've got another exciting episode ahead for you. The last 2 weeks, it's been all about the National Football Foundation and the Scholar Athlete Award show that we put on for them every year. Love that event. Now we're kind of moving on, getting glimpses of football in the fall as we come into the spring. Spring football is on the way. I know that's a time of year you and I are really excited about. What are some teams you're looking forward to going out and checking out during spring ball?
Yeah, I know this is kind of that sort of dead period where there's really not a lot going on in the high school world, but football is picking up. We see news in college football, news in the NFL, but over here, I mean, there's so many exciting things. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Travis Dixon does at Hamilton. I know we're going to have Zach Alvira here with us in a few minutes, and he'll probably touch on him a little bit. But, the Hamilton program has still been elite. They're playing elite teams across the country this year, but they haven't quite been on the same level that they're known for. And we've seen sort of that power shift somewhat to the west side this last year. So Hamilton's a school that maybe people aren't going to be talking about as much, but already this early in the spring, I'm excited to see them in spring ball, and I'm just excited to see what Coach Dixon does. There's somebody that I want to check out.
Yeah, I'm thinking Saguaro is a team that I'm interested in just because we kind of have that big question mark still there. What's happening over there? We'll talk to Zach about that as well. Desert Edge, that's somewhere I really need to
Mhm.
get back to for spring ball just because they always have a good time. The Carter twins do a really, really fun job making spring ball, important and, hard work, but it's also really fun and they play good music. And so it's just good vibes. So that's somewhere I'm probably gonna hit up, but we definitely need to talk about coaching changes with Zach Alvira, so we'll get into that right now.
And look who's here with us, Zach Alvira. Zach, it's been way too long. We were just talking about it off camera a little bit. Claudia and I doing our things right now, but you're the one staying dialed in on everything. So first off, I mean, how's life? How you doing?
It's good. It's been good. Been busy as usual, but I'm just glad that Brad gave you guys permission to finally bring me on a segment again. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it took some begging, but finally we got through to him and we're like, I think we have to bring back Zach. He knows everything. So too bad.
Bribery, begging, same thing, right?
Well, hey, top of mind for me is honestly going to be the move that just happened kind of minutes before getting on this call with you. Coach Myron Bluford, who was over at Arizona College Prep, now over at ALA Ironwood as the defensive coordinator. What do you have to say about that move?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's a really good move for Ayla Ironwood. I mean, you're bringing in someone of Bluford's caliber who built a program from the ground up. ACP was 2A, went to 3A, obviously a lot of success in 4A, including last year. I mean, great for him. He left that school looking for a new opportunity. He really didn't know what direction he wanted to go into, but I even heard actually that he might be going out of state at one point. But Ailey Ironwood obviously got a really good one. I think he's going to be the athletic director for junior high and then also the defensive coordinator for the varsity level. So Coach Lauren Dawson over there, I had a chance to spend some time with them this past summer, and that's a really good and up and coming program. And they got even better now with Coach Bluford.
I want to add to that just because from a recruiting standpoint, he's someone that I always enjoyed talking to because he has such a unique and important perspective on recruitment and just finding a place for guys. So I think it's really cool to kind of see him do this again in a new program. And I think he's going to be a great addition as well.
100%, Claudia. I mean, you said it best, and not only that, but his ties to USA football too. I mean, he can really get some of those kids that maybe aren't, are a little more under the radar with ALA Ironwood and kind of get them in front of that national exposure. I think it's a great move all around.
Speaking of national exposure, I mean, one program that's always gotten national notoriety is Hamilton. I know the move happened a while ago, but you bring in a Travis Dixon. I'm excited to get out there at spring ball, but what have you been hearing about just how that's going? Because the staff he's been putting together, there's a lot of new guys, and these are people that have been all over the valley and different areas of football for years, and it seems like it's something that's going to bring a little bit of a change at Hamilton this year.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things happening over there at Hamilton. I mean, the players, from what I've heard, have loved what Travis Dixon is bringing in terms of a new culture. Obviously, he's kind of royalty in some ways. He won a state championship with them when he was there as a player, and for him to go through that Eddie Zuby coaching tree, to go through the college ranks a little bit, to obviously do a great job with East Market as one season as a head coach, and then now be at Hamilton, he really progressed pretty fast. But he's the right guy for the job. And honestly, he was the guy from day one. The alumni wanted him. A lot of those current coaches that stayed on staff wanted him as the coach. And kind of another situation. Hamilton, I think hit it out of the park with that hire. Obviously, there were a lot of names in there. I think they said over 100 applicants nationwide. So Travis really had to make a good impression, and honestly, no surprise that he was able to do that to Brett Palmer and Joe De La Torre, the head principal over there. He's going to keep that program up and running and be very high caliber for many years to come, in my opinion.
What are some of the moves that have been the most interesting to you this offseason?
100% Joe Germain leaving Mountain View to go to ALA Mesa. I've heard different, rumors and dollar figures and all that stuff. And obviously, when you're taking yourself from being a head coach to an athletic director for a brand new school, you're building that athletics program and overall building a football program as well. It's a really good opportunity, not only financially, but just in general for a career move. I mean, something different, something more exciting, maybe a new challenge for Joe Germain. He really didn't have anything to prove, I don't think, at Mountain View, other than maybe getting them to a state title. But overall, they made the playoffs in 2 of his 3 years. And the 1 year they didn't was because they just were hampered so much by injury that you can't even really blame him for that. So I think, his status as an alumni, I think it was surprising that he would leave. But overall, a great opportunity. Yet it was still very surprising to get that news that he was taken off for ALA Mesa. But Mountain View, reloaded, in my opinion, with Andy Litton. So I think that Toro program is going to be just fine. I think ALA Mesa is going to be, following the same path as the other ALA schools and becoming very good very soon.
So in the NBA, you got Woj bombs. The NFL, you got Schefter bombs. Here, is it Zach bombs?
I don't know.
What do you want to coin?
I don't know, because, our friend Chili likes to do the chili bomb stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I don't really know if I want to take that. Maybe I'll just say the Zach snippet, I guess you can say. A little snippet of information. I don't want to reveal too much, but,
Well, one guy who's had a busy offseason, the Pinnacle QB, Wyatt Horton, he's now a senior. He's got a couple years of experience under his belt, and he has kept himself busy. We'll catch up with him.
Eliav Gabay has a story out at a Fiesta Bowl youth football clinic from a few weeks ago. Some big names from the Cardinals and all over the Arizona high school football scene. He'll have that story up next.
Custom ordering is at Santan Ford. Colors, wheels, trims, performance packages, and more from the factory right to your driveway. And you can even track your custom Ford every step of the way.
We are Santan Ford.
Bienvenidos.
Here in the heart of the American Southwest, you'll find 3 well-known restaurants all named Valle Luna, serving the finest Sonoran-style Mexican food known across the country and beyond. And we're open for business, so come on in. We've fired up the grill and iced down the refreshments and even added some specialties along the way.
Thanks for coming.
Hello. Greetings.
Welcome back.
No matter where you're from or how you say it, at Valle Luna, you're always welcome, and we're glad to have you back.
We've got some fresh new young talent doing some things that I know you haven't heard before.
1, 2, 3, listen.
Now bust a move, bust a move, bust a move.
Let's talk about Venezia's Pizzeria. New York-style pizza. Oh, man, this looks so good. Pizza doughs made fresh daily, wings, subs, sandwiches, pasta. They cater, they deliver. They have 5 Valley locations. Venezia's New York-style Pizzeria.
Discover more Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino.
Hi, folks. Here are your drinks.
Where having fun means racking up reward credits with the Caesars Rewards loyalty program. They can be redeemed for food, free play, hotel stays, and more. Not only here in the city of Maricopa, but also at more than 50 Caesars properties coast to coast. From Harrah's Las Vegas to Caesars Palace in Atlantic City. What are you waiting for? Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino, the official sponsor of Play.
Unlock your home's equity with a home equity line of credit from Desert Financial Credit Union and use the cash for whatever you need. Get started now. Rates are still low and home values are high. Visit desertfinancial.com/HELOC and unlock your home's equity today.
Welcome back to Bleacher Talk. I'm Jordan Spurgeon alongside Claudia Collins. Spring ball just a few weeks away. There's some big names all across the state that you'll be hearing a lot about. This is the first time we'll get a chance to see, some of the guys, the sophomores, and even potentially some freshmen who might be in 8th grade still to get to come up and practice early. We'll get to see some at spring ball. So I'm excited to learn all the names, but there's some names that we already know. And I know, Claudia, you just caught up with one of the biggest names that everyone needs to know.
Wyatt Horton, the pinnacle quarterback, just someone that we've loved to catch up with over the years because he got an early starting position at QB at Pinnacle, and he's got a lot of experience under his belt, and he's had a really busy offseason, and we talked all about that right here. Well, I think there's honestly a really easy place to start with you, and that is just your off season. It has been about as busy as can be. So let's start with the most recent, Elite 11. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, break down this QB competition for everyone listening.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty big time competition. If you look at the people that have competed in it and been there, I think it's like 29 of the 32 starting NFL quarterbacks went. Like it's Brian Stumpf has been running there for a long time. It's a pretty big deal as far as QB competitions and stuff. So
what was your take on it? How do you enjoy it? How do you feel like
yeah, I know. I had a really, really great weekend, actually. I got up there Saturday and the camp was on Sunday. So I got up there a little bit early and, got to the camp and got to meet everyone, see all the dudes. There's a lot of good players and quarterbacks up there. So whenever you're in that kind of environment and getting to compete with some of the best, it really pushes you. So, I mean, I loved it. I loved it, just the people, the place, the energy, the coaches. It was an incredible experience for me.
Let's be real. There was a time where the story around Wyatt Horton was the underdog story. I think those days are over. You've proven you're not an underdog, right? You feel that way by now. But what advantage do you think that you had being able to start as a sophomore? And what do you think you've learned over the last 2.5 years?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like you said, being able to, start from sophomore year, I've had a lot of experience and I've seen a lot of things and, playing 14 games my sophomore year and, playing in the ASU stadium, I've done some things to, kind of give me that experience and, I've seen it all. And, that's honestly why I am so excited for, this upcoming year. I got one more, which is, crazy to think about, but, being a sophomore and then having a great junior year and, the seeing the team, we've had a lot of changes, I mean, my sophomore year and this upcoming year is honestly two completely different teams. I was the only sophomore on our team in 2022, and so being with different guys and different teams and kind of having to adjust, I think has been the coolest part about the whole journey.
Now, having walked that journey yourself, if you have any sophomores on the team this year, how do you feel, as a leader, as a quarterback, that's kind of your job, but with that experience, how do you feel you want to lead them?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question because honestly, we had a good amount of sophomores last year that having to step up. We had 2 linemen that started for us that were both sophomores and a receiver too. So it's like, I know, what it's like, and I've been in their shoes, and all year last year, as some of them were nervous, some were just getting started, and I feel like I've done a good job with them and getting them ready. And, they've been working their butt off, which is, why they're even in that position, to start. But definitely having someone, when I was a sophomore, Deuce and Miles, and, they were there their sophomore year. And, those are the guys I was leaning on. So for me to be a leader and for me to be that guy for all these young kids and the young guys on our team is, what I've been trying to, make a priority for me.
All right. So coming up, we talked about this past weekend. Coming up this weekend, I believe you have an invite to the Under Armour All-American Showcase. Are you going out to that? What are you expecting out of that event?
Yeah. So, I mean, they sent me the invite, a month or two ago. And so, that was a pretty, big deal too, to get and, to go compete with again, whenever I get the chance to go, compete and to spin it around a bunch of good players, I think it's such a good opportunity for me and something I'm going to take advantage of. And so I'm doing that. I'll leave here on Saturday and get there on Sunday. The camp's on Sunday. So going up to LA again for the second week in a row. This is the time where it's, starts to get busy, and especially with we got our own, showcases and spring ball, and then, it's going to be right back at it with seeing colleges and going on that too. So, but no, I'm excited for the Under Armour thing. I think, again, like I said, it'll be a great opportunity for me just to go out there, show my face and to compete.
I actually want to hear it in your words. How would you describe yourself as a quarterback?
Good question.
Give me your elevator pitch. You got to think about it.
I would say tough, competitive, poised, and just a leader, honestly.
I definitely see that leadership in you. Another thing that we've discovered in you lately at Sports 360, I just want to touch on it quickly. You're a pretty dang good photographer too. So you're busy in the off season with all these showcases and events, yet you're also going out and taking some pretty sweet pictures at baseball games and things like that. Kind of tell me about how this hobby came to life.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it started off as just a little, joke. I was at the basketball game and they didn't ask me. My photography teacher from freshman year just had a camera, and I asked her to just take a picture real quick, just, as a joke. And I started taking a few, and, they were looking good. So I was like, she had another camera, and she's like, you can have that for the rest of the game. So I did that. And all my boys were on the basketball team. So I was just taking photos for them. And, they kept asking me, I edited them, posted them. They asked me to keep coming back. So something small that turned into a joke, that was a joke, turned into, I guess you could say something serious.
Well, Wyatt is always such a joy to talk to. And if you want a little bit more on his recruiting side of things, you should head to sports360az.com and find the recruiting roundup. We've done a lot with him in the past, but there's more coming up as he continues his recruitment journey.
Yeah, and there's more coming up on the show, too. We got one more segment here. Eliav Goodbye, a package from the Fiesta Bowl Youth Football Clinic. I believe Wyatt was there. He was one of the MVPs as well, and so many other players made their mark. So Eliav has more on that.
When you get a home loan from Desert Financial, you're not just getting a mortgage. You get a mortgage. You'll get more competitive rates, more local servicing of your loan. We even offer a closing guarantee on select loans. And because more is better, get up to $5,000 closing cost credit when you use a participating real estate broker. At Desert Financial, we don't just do mortgages, we do mortgages. Click, call, or come in for more information on our great rates, local servicing, and how you can qualify for a closing cost credit of up to $5,000.
With springtime savings going on now at Burge Volkswagen, it's time to get out and enjoy the Arizona weather in your favorite new Volkswagen. Save with 0% financing or $2,000 customer bonus on new Tiguans, 1.9% financing for 60 months, or a $3,000 customer bonus on Atlas and Atlas Crossport. Save with 3.9% for 72 months on Taos, or drive a 2024 Jetta starting at $22,995. Rush to Burge Volkswagen for springtime savings. Burge Volkswagen, Baseline and Country Club, or burgevw.com.
Bienvenidos.
Here in the heart of the American Southwest, you'll find 3 well-known restaurants all named Valle Luna, serving the finest Sonoran-style Mexican food known across the country and beyond. And we're open for business, so come on in. We've fired up the grill and iced down the refreshments and even added some specialties along the way.
Thanks for coming.
Hello. Greetings.
Welcome back.
No matter where you're from or how you say it, at Valle Luna, you're always welcome, and we're glad to have you back.
Visit us at Harrah's Auction Casino in the city of Maricopa, where you'll find friendly people ready to welcome you like family. As the only casino in Arizona with Caesars Rewards, play where your fun is our top priority. Harrah's Auction Casino. Play for all.
Unlock your home's equity with a home equity line of credit from Desert Financial Credit Union and use the cash for whatever you need. Get started now. Rates are still low and home values are high. Visit desertfinancial.com/HELOC and unlock your home's equity today.
Welcome back to Bleacher Talk. I'm Jordan Spurgeon alongside Claudia Collins. Our teammate Eliab Gabai did a good story with the Fiesta Bowl football youth clinic the other week. It was not only tackle football, but flag football players as well. It's a growing sport here, AIA sanctioned. You're seeing it at the lower levels as well. So many star players in flag football, but they came together. You get a Cardinals player involved, and it's just something that's really cool. So go ahead and check it out.
Being able to be here with the kids, see how competitive they are. The girls set it off, and listen, they set the tone. We got the boys behind us. They're excited to get things going. So I'm excited. It's gonna be a great day.
Oh yeah, boy! 300 flag and tackle football players were at Desert Mountain High School for the Fiesta Bowl Youth Football Clinic. The invite-only clinic's focused on skill development that'll help these kids take their game to the next level.
I want you to right here. You know what I mean? It's gonna naturally turn your whole body.
Fiesta Bowl puts on a great camp, and they're doing it for the kids in all the right ways. So it's for them to show high school students some love and to get out here, run some 40s, get some good QB drills in. It's a good place to be.
It was great. Like always, I went to the one last time. I met new girls there. I met new girls here. My whole group. I always learn their name. Always want to. Good job, clap them through it, clap them whatever. And it's just fun. It's so much fun seeing how many girls come out to these and just want to be here.
Now to that point, how have you seen flag football grow in Arizona?
It's grown from girls playing on boys teams because there's no girls teams to I was playing against the 3 same Arizona teams. We didn't get diversity till we went to Vegas or California or Florida or something like that. Till now I'm playing against 11 different teams. We have 80 different high school teams this year. It's crazy.
And just imagine playing with the likes of South Carolina quarterback Spencer Rattler and Cardinals linebacker Jesse Lucchetta on hand.
There's a lot of talent here. A lot of talent that I didn't know that was, this much prevalent out here. So I love being able to get out to a few games whenever I'm able to, support and kind of just enjoy it. I'm a spectator at the end of the day.
So what are some of those lessons, if you just give us a little peek into some of those things you've been taught?
I say honestly, just having a 5-second memory. As competitive as we are on this football field, things aren't always going to go out the way you want them to. So you may win a rep at times, you may lose a rep at times, but whenever it happens, you can't get too high, can't get too low. You got to just have a 5-second memory, let it go, and get on to the next play.
We had Rattler and Plummer come out, who are two of my guys, and so whenever you get to just get tips and pointers from them, and You know, you get to learn a little bit every day. That's the way to do it.
It's cool to see, like, their boys are playing tackle in the NFL, so it's like for them to come out here, show their time, like even for the girls, even if he's here for the boys, he came forward some time with the girls, and just seeing him and all the girls like see him like, oh my God, he's in the NFL. It's just like he's supporting me. Yeah, like the Arizona Cardinals are really big in supporting us.
As this game continues to evolve in flag football, I challenge you guys to continue to be trailblazers. Why not continue to be the first of everything? I'm seeing a lot more girls that continue to fight and find ways to be the first female to become the boys football team. Why not can't you guys be the next first? I inspire you guys, I challenge you guys to continue to do the same thing.
It's these kinds of events that show these young ballers that there is a real investment in the future of Arizona high school football. Tackle and flag. For Sports 360 AZ, I'm Eliav. Goodbye.
Well, if you've been with us for long enough, you know that Eliav is our social spotlight guy. So this is the perfect place for him to fit in right now. We can't wait to bring back social spotlight when spring ball comes around the corner. I know we're all so excited for that.
Yeah, temperatures are rising. We're having a good time. I've been out at spring training baseball every single day at Salt River Fields, and now football is returning. We've seen all the chaos with NFL free agency and the draft. There'll be plenty of coverage of all that on sports360az.com, by the way. The Cardinals got a lot to think about. ASU, U of A, moving to the Big 12. So much happening there, but right here on the high school front, we've got you, Zach. Thank you for joining us today, Zach, for giving us all the updates on the coaching carousel. It's been a crazy one this year, to say the least, and we're so excited to get to see all the new faces and coaches in new places in spring ball. So that'll do it for this week. We'll have more next week on Bleacher Talk. We'll see you soon.
We got them at Santan Ford. From the latest all-electrics to the most rugged 4x4s and America's best-selling truck.
We are Santan Ford.
Visit us at Harrah's Auction Casino in the city of Maricopa, where you'll find play for all and friendly people ready to welcome you like family.
Welcome back, you two.
As the official sponsor of Play and the only casino in Arizona with Caesars Rewards, see what a difference it makes to play where your fun is our top priority. Harrah's Auction Casino. Play for all.
Bienvenidos.
Here in the heart of the American Southwest, you'll find 3 well-known restaurants all named Valle Luna, serving the finest Sonoran-style Mexican food known across the country and beyond. And we're open for business, so come on in. We've fired up the grill and iced down the refreshments and even added some specialties along the way.
Thanks for coming.
Hello. Greetings.
Welcome back.
No matter where you're from or how you say it, at Valle Luna, you're always welcome, and we're glad to have you back.
When you get a home loan from Desert Financial, you're not just getting a mortgage. You get a mortgage and up to $5,000 closing cost credit. Click, call, or come in for more information on our great rates, local servicing, and how you can qualify for a closing cost credit of up to $5,000.